Bitcoin has entered the 4-year low period that I have been talking about since the past couple of months. So I hope, guys, that this move doesn't come as a surprise to you, as we have been following this scenario into the middle or the beginning, the first half of November, for a potential 4-year low. Right now, the important question is going to be, of course, was this the low? Did Bitcoin bottomed out right now, or are we still going to see lower levels? And that is going to be the main topic of today's video, guys. I want to give a very clear answer, or whether the chances is more likely that Bitcoin bottomed, or whether the chances are more likely that Bitcoin is still going to see lower levels. So guys, let's dive straight into it. Of course, if you like this content, make sure to smash up that like button, guys. That is very, very much appreciated. And for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin or buying Bitcoin on the spot market, right now you can get a $30,000 reward over on Bybit if you sign up with the affiliate link down below. And of course, you will also be able to join Will Alerts, which will be available very, very soon. So guys, first of all, what is this period? What is this thing that we are, this green box right here? That is basically where we have been anticipating a low in the Bitcoin price. Why is that? That is due to the fact that we have this chart, and in this chart it is basically the yellow box. But we have a 16-year cycle, which is divided by four 4-year cycles, and they go roughly like this: 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. And we just actually finished that 1 year down movement, and we just entered the bottoming zone for Bitcoin based on time, with a kind of liquidation event. But there is a big but. This liquidation event might not be over. However, the good signal right here, guys, is that the opportunity that is presented right here during this time is going to be a similar opportunity that you got right here in 2018, at the end of 2018, and right here at the end of 2014. Note that they are both in December. That is quite interesting. So we got December 2014, December 2018, and right now we are coming into December of 2022. So concerning time-wise, we are seeing a lot of overlaps in all of these cycles. But yeah, basically this is telling us that we are entering definitely a buying area. This yellow zone for me is only for buying, because like I said in yesterday's video as well, we could get something like this: liquidation event, move sideways, and then go up. We could get a liquidation event, get a V-shaped recovery, and then go up. We could already have bottomed right now and go up from here. So the downside, guys, is very limited. You can maybe lose a couple of percentages to the downside if you would buy right now, but the potential gain to the upside is way higher than the potential downside, right? So if you could gamble with such odds laying in your favor, that's actually quite a good deal, I have to say. So this time for long-term accumulation, guys, is really a time of buying. If you want to catch positions, to open long position with leverage, you got to be a little bit more careful, of course. Here we can see it as well. This green bar, guys, that is the bar that I've been pointing out in videos, that we most likely will go to bottom in this bar. Well, we did saw a low, but now of course the important question comes: whether this was the low, whether this was the bottom, or what might happen with Bitcoin next. And first of all, guys, there are some signals showing us that this could be the low. First of all, we go to FTT. FTT is showing some form of a early signs of a reversal. We got a high low in the relative strength index. We got a lower low in the price, both with a wick right here. So it would make sense for the FTT chart to make somewhat of a bounce right here, somewhat of a breather. If we have a look at the premium index, guys, we can also see that we had a massive signal. I've shared this yesterday over on Twitter, that most likely at 17 17.1k where we actually got that signal. I say it's a local low because we got that big of a signal on the premium index. So if you would just be hunting while that liquidation event was going on, if you would be hunting in the premium index, you would get a signal, this massive signal at 17.1k. So that is basically how powerful this metric is, because that already would make you in very much profit if you would have bought at 17.1k. However, you have to catch it on the minute, so you gotta be in front of that, in front of the chart every time. Of course, if you are joining Will Alerts later on, all these signals you will get automated as a notification on your phone. So that is going to be very important and one of the advantages of Will Alerts. Then when we have a look at the price, and let me check which chart I want to have a look at. I actually want to have a look at this chart. This is the Bitcoin futures chart, and I've discovered something here, guys, which I haven't heard anybody talking about, and that is this declining channel. We got a declining channel right here, and we got rejected at resistance, and right now we are seeing some support at the middle of the channel, which makes a lot of sense, right? We do got a uptrend in the relative strength index, so we broke this uptrend to the downside, but we do got a uptrend right here. So it is, if Bitcoin wants to bounce, it is possible that we are going to bounce from these levels to at least get a breather, due to the fact that we are reaching a support level in the relative strength index. We are reaching a support level in price. We have seen the premium index flashing, which means most likely that we have seen a local bottom. And when we have a look at the funding rates are not that extremely positive again. So we've been shorting Bitcoin with these extreme positive funding rates. However, right now, when they are a little bit lower, it shows us that a lot of people are shorting Bitcoin right now as well, and that could drive the price, of course, up. However, this is a big warning signal, guys. We don't know what is going to happen with the FTX situation. So the story right now is that Binance, or CZ from Binance, is going to acquire the FTX exchange, and also going to make sure that there is enough liquidity to pay its users, right? I think there are still a lot of users who have problems withdrawing their money from FTX, but this is not a finalized deal. So this is just some rumors that are going on over on Twitter that CC himself tweeted about, of course, but he also has been very clear that it is a contract where he could step out any moment. So it means that if in the last moments he just do not want to acquire FTX, then most likely FTX will go bankrupt, and most people and traders who haven't withdrawn their money will lose their money. So it's actually quite a tricky situation, because if something like that will happen, then of course the price of Bitcoin will drop even further, and the price of FTT will drop even further. And the other thing is with FTT is that most likely FTT is very correlated with Bitcoin, because FTT token is used for a lot of collateralized loans, maybe even open positions on Bitcoin. When this chart goes down, it means those loans are being liquidated, which also means that liquidity is leaving from the Bitcoin price as well, due to the fact that the FTT has over collateralized loans. Does that make sense? So actually, FTT dropping is also dangerous for Bitcoin. And if we see, for example, okay, Binance is going to acquire FTX, they have enough liquidity, they can pay all the users, no problem. I definitely expect Bitcoin could see a bounce right here. Would be nice with these divergences going on in the relative strength index. Could we see a nice bounce? That is definitely possible. However, if that is not the case, if Binance last moment gonna step out and the investors on FTX will lose their money because FTX don't have the liquidity to pay them, yeah, that is going to be a big problem, and that will definitely cause a bigger drop, a bigger liquidation event over in the price. Then guys, let's have a look at some levels. I want to go with you to the daily time frame, which we are on this chart, and Wait, let's go to the let's go to this chart, and let me make it a little bit higher. So guys, what we can see, the daily close right here was actually still at some support from this green box, right? And today we are trading below this green box, which is bearish, of course, but there is a big but. If we today see something like this, where Bitcoin goes up and this box is turning into support, then that could actually be quite bullish and showing us that Bitcoin is going to see a bounce from here. Of course, we gotta monitor the situation with Binance and FTX, but if everything goes correctly, everything is right, and we don't get rejected from this box, and this box is starting at 19,000, going down to 18.5k, 18.5, 18.6k are just very important levels. If we get rejected from 18.6k, let's call it like that, then that is a big problem, and most likely we will see lower levels. If we were to come up, break above 18.6k and can hold this level as support, and we don't have any strange news going on with Binance and FTX, I think we could definitely see a bounce in the Bitcoin price. So guys, this is basically what I'm watching right now. It's a bit tricky to trade Bitcoin. Accumulating for the long term time frame is very profitable. I would say you can accumulate, guys, over on Bybit with a 0% trading fees on your spot trading pairs if you sign up with the affiliate link down below. So yeah, make sure to do so if you haven't got an account over on Bybit. Be very careful with trading with leverage right here, as we might get more volatility and the liquidation event isn't over yet. That is possible. That it really depends a little bit on what is going to happen with Binance and FTX. Like I've been mentioning, we've entered the bottoming phase for Bitcoin, so every drop, every liquidation event right now can be the bottom. It's just a matter of time where this bottom, how this bottom is going to form, because I would say before the end of the year, guys, we have seen the bottom and we know the exact bottom like we have seen right here, and then it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin is taking off again. That is my opinion, because the season of buying, the bullish season, is starting. I think 2023 is going to be an awesome year for crypto. Unlike many others, because many others, they still think that 2023 will be a sideways year. I personally don't think that. I think 2023 is going to be a bullish year for crypto, and I got a lot of reasons for that, and my main reason is the 16-year cycle with a reverse cycle in the last phase, which I've explained everything in the 16-year cycle video. So if you are interested in that, you can look at that. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, smash up that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so, and make sure to follow us over on Twitter to get all of these nice signals. Guys, I want to wish you all an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.